EMF of a cell and feasibility of the cell reaction. A spontaneous reaction occurring at constant temperature and pressure proceeds in the direction in which free energy of the system decreases. Fill in the blank question. That is, delta G is less than 0 at constant temperature and pressure. A cell reaction occurs at a constant temperature and pressure and is spontaneous. Therefore, a cell reaction should proceed in the direction in which Gibbs free energy decreases. Another fill in the blank question. In other words, a cell reaction is feasible only when delta G is negative. Another fill in the blanks, and this is the basis of doing assignments. Whether a cell reaction is spontaneous or not, or whether it is feasible or not. The free energy change delta G0 in a reversible cell is given by delta G is equal to minus NFV of the cell, where N is the number of moles of the electrons, F is the Faraday, and E is the EMF of the cell. If the cell operates under standard condition, in that case, this equation can be modified as delta G0 is equal to minus NFE0 of the cell. On the basis of this equation, the feasibility or spontaneity of the cell reaction can be discussed as follows. There are three conditions. Therefore, when an assignment is given to you, the three questions can be asked. Whether this cell reaction is spontaneous or not. Why? Whether this cell reaction is in equilibrium or not. Why? Case 1. When the EMF of the cell or the standard E0 of the cell is positive. When the EMF of the cell is positive, delta G or delta G0, that is the free energy change, should be negative because N and F are always positive. Hence, when the cell potential is positive, the cell reaction is feasible and will proceed spontaneously. All these conditions you should have a thorough idea to solve the application level questions. Point number 2. When the cell, that is EMF of the cell or standard EMF of the cell is negative. When the EMF of the cell is negative, that is delta G or delta G0 should be positive. And the cell reaction will not occur. Fill in the blank question. Hence, when the EMF of the cell is negative, the cell reaction will not be feasible. Third case, when the EMF of the cell or standard EMF of the cell is 0. When the EMF of the cell is 0, delta G, that is free energy change or standard free energy change, equal to 0. This implies that the cell reaction is in equilibrium. Fill in the blank question. Conversely, if the cell reaction has attained equilibrium, the EMF of the cell also will be equal to 0. A table is given here so that when the EMF of the cell is positive, what happens to delta free energy? It will be negative. In that case, the cell reaction is feasible or spontaneous. These three results will help you to solve application level questions. When the EMF of the cell is negative, the delta G becomes positive or delta G0 becomes positive. That means cell reaction is not feasible or non-spontaneous. Last case, when the cell EMF of the cell is 0, then delta G0 or delta G will be equal to 0. That means the cell is at equilibrium. Based on all this point, an assignment is given here. Please try to do the assignment. The answers are given in the textbook. After doing the assignment, please refer the answers.